And Party, that's a molly. Perfect molly, but Neofrag sits behind it and finds the kill. Another 5-on-4 for OG goes untraded yet again, and even though they have him trapped in toilets, can they keep him there? That flash actually makes him go back inside. He wanted to escape, he cannot. Furia coming up through Con as well. He's stuck out on an island. Flash back for more. Dex is going to try and help out.
Yeah, he's very, very quick here, but Safe is on the angle and is waiting for this swing. Dexter's jiggled, but hasn't given it the peak yet, waiting for that flash. And now they look to fight for this control. Neofrag hung out to dry as KINGSTONE finds him. Still the advantage lies with OG. Furia are grinding their way back into this round though. Yuri's low, trapped in the toilets, fighting for his life. He ends up flushed away. Nexa gets rid of him. KINGSTONE out through the long side. Flashes pepper him, leave him blind for a moment, but not disorientated. He's honed in and he wants that kill. Nexa out of the round, out of the picture now.
They can
rotate to here. Both players up at the A site for OG. Furia, this is the time to decide. Do you want to go back or do you stick to your guns?
OG can't get nervous. They just have to commit. They have to hold on here. It would be so easy to drop into lower, but they've got to stay convinced. Safe is sneaking in. The bomb close up on short and caught is Flames. Looking nowhere, looking dazed. It's Fiku in a 1v2. They don't know he's in the bank. 10 seconds. If he can stop the plant, if he can get this kill on KINGSTONE, he's found it. 5 seconds left up. We need the plant from Safe. He's
3 seconds.
Out. Fiku won't move. He won't budge, and he will win the round. Disaster.
Still as a statue, easy does it. And sometimes it's in the fights that you don't take that victory can be found. It's knowing when to walk away, when enough is enough.
You'd think an inexperienced player on stages would swing that. You'd think he'd feel a little bit flustered, especially with a time that low. But Fiku doesn't budge. He calls the bluff and he wins the round. OG, they can still save this half. They can still win it out. Look at the money of Furia. It's got to put a little bit of doubt in your mind. Are these B hits reproducible? Or is this CT side for OG just getting birthed? 4 strong on B. Oh my god, Dexter just burns. Only moves out at the last possible second. Got stuck, tunnel vision, scoped up. Right now it's a solo Mac 10 faking B, but it's not like KINGSTONE has the utility to really do anything here. Nothing. And so that smoke for Neofrag is his last bit of util as well. He might have to call for a rotate, and Dex has already begun to shuffle over through the CT spawn. Art's boosted up, but because Neofrag's alone, he's tucked in tight. No picks will be found. If Furia 1A, they've got to go in.
I wonder if Art sits posted for the jump, he could get given this. He could get given this little jump over the top. Because while they have the toilets, they don't know about short itself. The temptation might be there. Hidden in this smoking toilets is Neofrag. And he's waiting with bated breath. He's hoping that if he waits long enough, if he waits for this smoke to fade, he can tear the round away.
Wow.
There's that spray again that we talk about. It's a lot of damage. 296 done by just one man. It's put a stop to this A play. Furia, they've lost momentum, they've lost pace, they've lost players, they're low, and now everything's going bad, everything's going wrong. Oh, out on an island at 4 HP with this hero. Orp was hoping he could have his time in the sun. Maybe he can as he slips the net. But Flames up and over from the dumpster, rids us of him. That hero Orp gets nothing done. And OG, they might recover this half yet.
Yeah, that's a shock as well, just considering not only how the game started, but the way that it started, right? These B hits, these constant assaults on that lower site, and there was seemingly no ways to stop it for OG. Even now, as Furia try and switch it up, OG are not falling for fakery. From Fiku's 1v2 to Dexter's prime position. No longer getting picked in middle. Finding a lot of impact off of the CTA WP, and that's what we needed. Art had to take it around because Safe just had no money, no armor. And now we're running out of room. One round left in the half, and Furia's money is a disaster. Sure, like we said it earlier, they've done the bare minimum. They've done more than that. They should be happy with a 7-round half, but they know it could have been so much more. And why not make it more with a bit of a Classico, a bit of a B rush?
Yeah, here they go, right? This was their tried and tested one when it was OG with no money. Now Furia have got to do it with less. 3v4, but that flash is nice. Nexa fighting up close, and Fiku lines them up, knocks them down, and wins out that first half for OG at 8-7. Furia, it's a good T side. They're moving on to the better of the two. But I want to see even more from Safe. I want to see even more from that orb.
Hey Future Pros! Rushing B on Overpass just feels like the right thing to do sometimes. With this fast Heaven smoke, it should make that B rush a tiny bit easier. To throw this smoke, get into the corner of this part of the wall. Aim along this diagonal shadow just above the long steel beam. Run forward and jump through the smoke just after the halfway point of the beam. Just like that, Heaven should be smoked, and this also means you don't have to be at the front of the rush. Sounds good to me.
We had like mental coach in AGO before, so like I'm kind of ready with my whole mental status to play the most important games, and I feel like I'm better when I have like pressure on me to play. Like always Flames is like saying it for fun. When I have, for example, 1v1 clutch, he always says, "Oh, I know you wanna one-tap him." So it's like, you know, he gives me kind of pressure to actually one-tap the guy, and then I'm just one-tapping this guy. But if he wouldn't say that, I probably wouldn't go for one-tap. I would just, I don't know, outplay him by position or something like this. But I feel like I'm ready. I'm never like nervous before the match. I can sleep easily before the games or something like this. So I'm ready with mental fully.
A solid T-side from Furia, 7 rounds near the start of the half, but OG did find momentum. They did come back, pulling it into their favor by the end of 15 rounds on Overpass. This is a BO1. This is a must-win matchup, a 1-1 record for a debut major team versus top 8 from Antwerp. Furia are back for blood on home soil, and the CT side is where they switch to.
The favorite of the two. And where you're hoping you can get the most mileage out of them. OG looking like they want to try and come in with a bit of a B play fast out of the gate. Set up with 2 in water, but I tell you this much, Furia, they are ready to respond to this, right? They're boosting at CT, they're trying to push out through the connector. Fury locked in this fight. He goes back in despite being blind, and now if the boost could just get one, that'd be perfect. Yuri up through short. Right now's putting them all on his plate. 3 in the round from just 1 man from the connector. Art's now joined the ranks as well, and Fiku getting whittled down. It's death by 1,000 cuts. As Furia win the pistol to open up this second half.
Yeah, 6 shooting. That flank looked almost too soon for Furia, but they made it work wonderfully with that con split. On top of a retake setup in B, OG were walking into a trap, primed and ready. Blind and steady. Yuri puts up 3, Art with a double. And it's a full house for Furia. Both pistols now. It took them a bit to convert it in the first half, but they still got it over the line. This one should be a guarantee. OG on pistols. No more than P250s. Just milling about in spawn. Just simply existing. And Art, well, this is a guy who exists rent-free in the back of your head, in the front of your spawn. Already pushed. There is a lot open, and he knows it. They could have crept past him. Unlikely, but possible. Art doesn't want to overstep into a stack, into a setup. OG will come to him, but it's time to make some money with Art.
Oh, well, Art's quite the way to make it. Farming over in mid. It's him with 2, safe with 1 of his own, and out of ammo, but as is the opposition, Dexter locked out, Art with 4. They try sticking to him, try picking him up with the Glocks, but he's not going to give it away that easily.
Only a throwaway round, nothing to worry about for OG. All about this one. Getting on the board early before the money's built. My God, what a buy. AWP, Art drops it over. Was once the primary AWPer, picked up a talent in safe and set him up for success. Art will still be at the front line. Nothing changes. Pushed all the way to the playground. He has dodged Neofrag, who still seems aware, somehow, some way, catches him off guard. KINGSTONE spamming a monster. This AWP is still alone in the A site, but it's out on long, out on an island. And OG, similar to Furia's start of rounds, they want B as well. A mid-pick will only tempt them down below. The question is, does Furia hold strong, or do they make the same mistake that OG did near the start of the half, peeling out of B? Gamble stacking the wrong site is exactly what they'll do. And so OG, this is a round on a platter. This is a save prepared. They just don't know it yet.
Yeah, they're just going to hit the go button now and drop, even though he's got this info from back at CT. What are you going to do with it? They're going to try and pull some players down. They could catch this little late lurk, Neofrag in the toilets, and Nexa has been taken out of the round. This is kind of weird. Neofrag's kind of in no man's land here. It's the flank that makes or breaks it, really, for OG in this spot. Furia in a position where they can look to give this a go, and they want to give it a try. Dexter and Fiku with a killer piece, and Neofrag's round as hell. What? Now the 2v2. Fiku and Dexter are both low. Safe from KINGSTONE. They're slow on the approach. They're very, very paranoid here, but dropping into the site, trading the AWP out. 1 bullet required to deal with both these remaining OG players. Smoke on the bomb. KINGSTONE's got their back. Fiku, he's found the timing, threading the needle, looking for the clutch, and he's going to get it.
What a save. What a save. All these clutches from Fiku, man. He is ice cold. The 1v2 on CT side, up against the clock, and now the 1v3. Oh, sorry, the 3K 1v2 right as the stick comes in. Seconds to spare, no info, no vision, and look how close that cut comes. Finally sliced by Fiku. and OG win their first buy. That's a disaster around. It felt like Safe could have got on the bomb quicker. I think he got lost in the smoke for a second, and a second is all the difference. They lose the orb, they lose the momentum, they lose the money. And OG wake up.
Oh man. A fight where neither opponent sees the other. It's all spam. The drums of war sound off. OG grouping for what looks like a B hit here. KINGSTONE looking for an opportunity. Doesn't just want info, he wants a little bit more than that.
This is misinformation again. It's like the last round all over. And they might realize soon, off this long push, Art might think he has them cornered in middle, but that's just about to be confirmed by Safe as well. They're peeling out a B to set up on a boost, but again, they need that opening kill. Flash is good. KINGSTONE crouches, waits for his time to strike, but Neofrag was holding the headshot angle. A quick pick with no defense to the B side. They work it out well, and a bomb plant with another round that Furia should save in, and this time it may get decided for them. Off the back of that kill, no matter how fast your flankers are, you cannot commit to this. OG, double digits. Not perturbed.
Crazy that, you know, it's essentially the same thing again, you know, like you say. They throw that little boost up. It's all building this wrong picture of how the round's looking. You see no one at short. You see no one in connector. You're thinking it was the early ruse over towards B, ending in this A play. And the info just arriving too late, combined with this really clean opener. Like Neofrag, so cognizant. He just had that in slow-mo. I still don't even...
He never saw him off the top of the boost, but the reason you know is because you've walked out Monster with no contact. Your players are already at barrels. They haven't seen anyone. What does that mean? Either no one's here or they're setting up for a retake setup. That's the best way to do it. And Neofrag at the back of the pack picks them first. Gotta love it. OG are bringing the heat to this game. Not an easy T-side map, but both teams have stepped up to the mark. Another boost, this time in combo. That Molotov denies it, or at least delays it. They try and peel back, but look! Flames has already run right through short. He's just gotten past this. Furia have no idea. But they've got to get through the con man first. VQ holds on. Oh, not for long.
Yeah, you mentioned Flames earlier on, right? Sneaking under that boost. He's a real unknown entity here, but they have to be considering it. Here he's grabbed that gun out of connector. Suddenly, Furia, you know, they've started to arm themselves here. They've started to build up a bit of a collection. Maybe they make something out of this round after all. That's a nice double swing.
No way.
This interplay between Yuri and Art down in the connector is a real defining part of the round here. It's done everything for Furia. Sure, Arts had both the kills, but even if he faltered on that one there, Yuri was in position to win it, to keep that in the advantage of Furia. They're milking this for all it's worth.
So wise to not move in this position, even though Yuri knows he's likely just being collapsed upon right now. He is caged, but at the same time, OG are wasting valuable seconds in clearing him out of this position. Seconds they don't have to spare. He's going to finally make a move, look for a fight, and Dexter does deliver death, but 30 seconds, they've got to reset to get that bomb. Still more clearing going on. OG do not have the time to mess around. If they want to give this one a go, they've got to go now.
Mate, they're going to have their running shoes on, and they seem to want to go for it. They seem to believe. Remember, this was like a handful of hero guns saved forward. Well, now they need openers. Nexa with one. It's a USP into the air. Oh my God, drop from heaven's going to steal it away. And the USP doesn't even need to get involved. He's just bait. Neofrag brushed aside as the rotates come in. We keep crediting how clean the spray is. That felt like a dream moment for him, so Furia do well to get that one past him.
It was never meant to be. Certainly not all three there with a player right behind him on the barrels. What an eco win for Furia. Dude, what a way.
It's terrifying for KINGSTONE as well, because in his mind, like, he was never going to be needed to win that round, really. You know, he was hoping the rifles could have done it. And if Safe didn't trade that out, there's a very good chance that Neofrag does him dirty.
10-10. Eco win goes a long way for the money. It's afforded Safe's big green. He's up on long, but if you've been watching this game, you know no one's really trifled with that A site too much. Through the smoke, are they really going to do it? That's a ballsy call. Drop the smoke. KINGSTONE decapitated, and Drop does fire back through the smoke, but he knows the second man is there. The kill feed alone tells you that story. Flashes on the orb, and they won't do a thing. Safe hits his shot. Back to the site he goes. OG back to the drawing board. Did they bring their chalk? Nexa scraping his nails on this B site right now, hoping to draw attention. His team is so far away. As he creeps through, there's a chance. Oh, no! Almost blew it away. A 1-for-1 is not enough.
Not what you wanted. That much is certain. Dexter's going to try his hand at it. All right, that's given them a bit of room, a bit of a chance in this one. Out of the blue.
They smoked him off. They have to boost. It's all too obvious.
Throwing off. They've seen him. That goes both ways. This is awkward now. You know, they're here.
After you.
Arc goes up. Oh! This is so awkward, man. This isn't what you want. They're fumbling it every time. And finally, now that he's up here, why would Fiku beat this? He still does anyway. But it's Dexter to take him out of the round. And Safe. Oh, Safe. He's in the past tense. He's saved out of there. 1v2, not going to go his way. And so OG, sure, you know, it looked like for a moment Nexa had fumbled it. But they're able to pull up. They're able to get into that B site. Dexter on the entries with the rifle. He'll gladly do it if he has to.
That's why he's such a talent, right? He doesn't just need that AWP on T sides. He can really get it done with rifles. Sure, certain maps, not as much, but you're never going to have that money on T side overpass every time. So hard to string rounds together. And it even feels dangerous to AWP into ecos on this map. So many close corners, so many 50-50 angles, like walking into B. Hey, Nexa, he at least found that gap. Set them up for success, and OG up by 1.
Is it going to crumble away?
Yeah, one problem.
Is it falling apart?
Safe hasn't really been at the front of these opening fights right now. He's 0-3 in these opening duels. He's had a lot of key rounds, but CT side, we've not really seen him come into play. When Dexter had that problem, what he did is just moved over to the B site, started playing aggressive on short, started playing the pillar. He had a lot more success once he did that. Safe is not getting these fights in middle. Another boosting connector. Oh, and they fall off it at the worst time. Same as the last. They're scared of the smoke. In case there's a T sneaking through it, there's not. Talk of sneaking, OG. They are tiptoeing right into this B site.
Oh, and another opener one by Dexter. Doesn't need, doesn't want, doesn't ask for the big green, and he's doing so much of this. You know, he has support with him in terms of a player to trade, but he's not being set up, it's not being telegraphed. So much of this is just raw entry power that we're getting out of him. He's working solo, and he's making it work. Now into this 5v4, poised, ready to hit the B site. The hope for Furia is that maybe these players in the connector can equalize out the kind of footing in this one with their late flank, but it's not looking likely. The B site melts, and the com players have just got to run away. They've just got to concede this.
Think about how hard on that T side Furia had to work to get those B picks right. It took triple boost combined with Molotovs. The amount of times they threw that monster molly at close wood to push a player wide into Safe's orb, they had to really work. The fact that Dexter can just walk in to short and find a pick, Furia are just overfacing him there. They're giving him the opportunity. They're giving him the chance. They never had that opportunity themselves. They had to work so hard to get a 5-on-4. OG just delivered to them. And you see what happens. You lose a man in B. OG just wander in, and they win both fights. They close the round. They keep their money, and an AWP to boot. The tides are changing. Furia are falling. And OG, why would they stop ending B?
And here's the thing, I think Furia have tried different solutions.
Yeah, they played passive.
Exactly right. They've elected to play retake, I would say, in the majority of the B hits, and that wasn't working. Yeah. So now they're maybe trying to get a little more involved early.
But so much of that is predicated off AAA stacks, off of aggressive moves from Art as well. I'd love to see if Art were to go for these aggressive moves, for Furia to just pad out that B site a little bit more. He's getting so much room in middle with these double molly combos, and still Furia playing numbers on that A site. He will fall here. It's only pistols. But again, OG poised for success, staying grouped, trade potential. No one man can multi-kill their way out of this round. Drops on the boost with his single rifle. But Safe is a dead man walking. He has that pixel angle to long. He can see them when they cross, but can't do much to stop it.
Really, the only interesting part in the round is drop with that A1S, and he's all the way down towards the lower side of the map boosted. So, you know, of course, this is the time that OG hit that upper site. That's what Furia is saying. Why can't they have defaulted water like in rounds gone by? Why can't they have tried to give this a look in? They didn't, and now you're left saving these USPs, playing second fiddle, playing bodyguard to that A1S.
Yeah, there'll definitely be some unlucky occurrences for Furia, right? Think about these comb boosts alone. Both times they've gone for it, they've fallen off just as OG enter water, not only missing the chance at basically a guaranteed opening kill, but also the information and the timing that comes with it, right? Like, oh, okay, there's nothing water, I'm off the boost, and then immediately your team get picked from short side. You feel like you've been lied to, you've been robbed. Furia saved that one gun, bodyguards in tow. But will they save this series? Will they save themselves from what will push them into an elimination game here in the Challenger stage? It would be quite the fall from grace after top 8 at Antwerp.
Yeah, and I mean, with so much more on the line to this team, you know, and the culture of Furia, you know, and being in Brazil at the first major, like, you know, you don't want it to be the case that you're always doing great abroad. You come home to try and bask in that glory, bask in the limelight with your fellow countrymen, and it's there that the problems occur.
Yeah, even just the way it goes as well, right? Like losing to Big after a 12-3 first half on Vertigo, a home map for Furia. They lost that in overtime in their debut on the stage. Sure, they beat their Brazilian brethren in 0-0 Nation, but as we've heard from every Brazilian team, they want their countrymen to go through as well. They all want to be represented. And then you lose to a major debutee in OG. I've got to say, it's the OG we wanted. It's the OG we expected, who, as we talked about yesterday, went somewhere else with the roster change after Antwerp, didn't pick up many of the known, the proven, the tested players. They went seeking down below, and boy, did it work out. Picking in Neofrag and Fiku out of seemingly nowhere. Not the players on the tip of your tongue, but the ones with the talent. This is it, though. First A attack for OG. This barrel's getting spotted. Furia should be able to see it. They can't do anything about it. They're going to run back to the site safely.
And I like that. You know, you see the barrel there, you kind of count your lucky stars. You go, thank goodness we weren't playing Divider here, because that's an AWP posted, and Dexter don't miss those openers. Now you're going to fall back. They're going to throw in another boost. Furia, they've done a lot of these little gimmicks to try and pick up these rounds, but this one really needs to land. Every other boost has been accounted for, but this one's got to be it. And with the opener, kickstarts this round in the right way for Furia.
Escape route made as well with that smoke, but the flash hits the face of Safe, and Flames is inside of the site with a bomb. Committed and dropped from that rotation. This smoke has made a wall, and OG cannot knock it down. Every kill for Furia, every player falls. The flick won't connect, and this round should be dead in the water.
Yeah, quick turnaround and take one out on the save, but that's what it is for Dexter. 30 seconds to get out with the orb as Furia come knocking, they come hunting. They do not want to let you get away with it. The full salt in the wound, and there it is. Orb removed from play, and finally something to smile about here for Furia.
Yeah, they need it, goddamn. This has been a rough CT half. On a team that put up a very strong T side to begin this map. They had the momentum, they won both pistols. They converted both pistols. This should be Furia's game. Hell, OG don't have thousands of people cheering on every kill they get. In fact, quite the opposite. That has to propel Furia to the finish line. If not, OG are stealing a spot.
Yeah, you know, I think in moments like this, where it is such a clear favorite, that the crowd kind of become a mirror, almost a reflection of the emotions of the team on the stage, right? And you could feel it was quieting down. You could feel that kind of fear was creeping in. But suddenly, one round going the right way, one round gets you believing again, the hype's picked back up. If Furia can chain together a couple in the here and now, I don't think they're out of this one just yet.
Yeah, fast towards mid for OG. They don't care that it hasn't worked for them last time around. They've only been smashing B round after round to great success. They're going to try and trap Art in the toilets. Really fast as well. Is there a flash to follow? I don't think so. They just want to try chase this, try and trade this next to Will. That's a big opener. This is how Furia started that half. Will OG do the same in dropping back down to Con, or do they want to continue to work out this A site?
I think one of the biggest problems for Furia is it's felt so reactive. They've had to do everything on OG's terms. It's in a moment like this, in the 4v4, as things go quiet, you have this option. Do you want to get aggressive? Do you want to go for info? Do you want to bring the fight to them? And it seems like Furia are keen to do exactly that.
This shot is everything. Orp in the toilets. Fallen-esque. Sage needs to show us what he's made of. Neo Frag waits on the corner. The shot won't connect. Yuri up close, up in the face, and a double kill to keep this round alive.
He's going to tuck away, play the time now. Yuri has done his job in this round. He's now hinging on K-Serato and Drop on this rotate to pick up the pieces.
Ready, go.
Take it over the line. Nexa out on no man's land. This is a real grey area. This is less than ideal for Nexa, but he's got to try and make it work. One and done could be enough, but his teammate's dead now. He's got to do it in the 1v3. Plant on the other side of Dice. They're not ready for him at long, but they've seen him now, and they overrun him. Furia with 2 in a row. They might be back in this one now, after all.
Victory tastes sweet. And Furia want to chow down. Oh, that could have gone so wrong. Yuri saves the day in this round. Finally, Furia's heavy stacks on that A site pay off dividends back to back. It almost feels obvious where this next round's going. OG's economy drawn into question. They lose this. Not only do Furia set up with an even scoreline, they will take the lead on an anti-eco. OG have to pull out something special. Quicker towards B. Util in mid, still trying to keep Furia guessing.
This really is a turning point, though, Hugo. This really is the moment where we get to decide, you know, does this have legs on it for Furia? Is this where they really look to turn it on its head and come out victorious, because they've got OG's money right where they want it? Now's the time to pounce. Now's the time to act. Furia wait. OG, are they going to go back to what was working earlier on? These B plays. They've got Neo Frag over in middle. Trying to sell a bit of a fake, trying to keep attention here. Well, he survived the crossing.
Side by side, and that's the worry. Safe on the AWP on Monster. One flash ends your round. There's nothing you can do. He gets picked. OG don't even have to commit. They know they've got Furia scrambling, and they're not wrong. 3 players drop on lower, and Neo Frag finds an upper open. Don't send the bomb into B yet. Everyone's still here. Furia haven't moved. They've got to commit. They've got to double down. OG, they're still going to battle their way through, but they're going to do it with all 5.
They're playing into the stack. They're playing into 3. This is the best chance for Furia to win at 3v5. They're trying their damnedest. They're trying their best, but Drop, the young gun's got to do it in the clutch. 1 versus 2 as he plays around the smoke.
Smoke and mirrors dropping down. They hear the footsteps, and there's no smoke without fire. It's Flames to win that one out.
I love that. I love that. He hears the second player on short running away, escaping with the bomb. And as soon as Drop tries to chase it, Flames is still in the smoke, waiting for the right time to strike. A very nice try for Furia. A very scary B hit for OG. But with a 5-on-3, they feel like they can trade their way to a win, and they're not wrong. That was their money. That was the must-win round. If not, it'd feel like Furia's without a doubt. And now, quite the opposite affair. Maybe an overtime one for Furia. It's a really rough call to make. KINGSTONE's already dropped out a gun. That screams that he has a spawn or something. He's taken a lot of space in middle when he's wanted to varying results.
Dude, I mean, this is where, you know, you always hear about the advantages of the crowd. They bring a fairly unique pressure, a unique set of disadvantages as well in moments like this. Right, the whole time you've been away competing overseas for years, it's to make these folks happy, to make them proud. And now you feel like you're letting them down. Like you could be up for elimination.
Come on, this boost has to goddamn work. They have failed it every single time. They've missed the timing. And once again, it rears its ugly head. Flames walks through water without a care in the world. The opportunity to find opening kills has gone astray in 3 separate rounds. Sure, Fiku's Molotov certainly helps, but even so, Furia could have attempted it. They did not. Fiku saw that swing. He knows they're here. Out through the door. Dexter's holding on. Are they aware of Art as well? Depends on Fiku's communication. How good is his eyesight? Did he spot that second man? Because they are creeping in. They are crawling in. Dexter's off, walking up short. Fiku, is he ready for the tuck? Art with a one rifle, it's gone. It's just pistols. They're going to push together.
Yeah, and I mean, the pistols are getting churned up. Dexter's putting on a show, and that's OG up onto match point. 15 on the T side. And one more go at it for Furia. One final try to keep themselves in this matchup. Both these teams sat at 1-1 right now. And Furia just a round away from being a BO3 from elimination.
You gotta give it to these teams though. Teams like OG who on the stage with all the pressure, with the hometown ahead of them, are still breaking through. Furia throw themselves into the fight and Art will find an opener. Flames blinded. They swap positions in the smoke. Where's he gone? They have no idea. Art comes through and Flames still hits the headshot. 3-on-4. Low health, but the Art picked up. And through a smoke goes KINGSTONE.
Bombs dropped outside of Monster here. I don't imagine the Madman keeps on going. Safe down in Con. Gonna deliver one at least. Fiku knocked out of the round. Is he ready for the next? Neofrag's gotten rid of him. That bomb still outside of Monster here, and the round now hanging in the balance. It was looking safe for Furia. It was looking like they might have stayed afloat one more round. Now, it's a 2v2 to decide it all.
Like a spinning top, every direction, uncertain. They could be anywhere, everywhere. But it's OG who want to bring the fight to Furia eventually. Group back at this B site, the door must be swung open. The only flash relies on Flames, setting Neofrag out through Monster, but the last place you're going to look, or rather out through Short, the last place you're going to look is Monster. And Flames can't afford to lose that bomb.
Good flash. Ooh, KINGSTONE waits, full blind, nails the shot, and now Neofrag cut down as well. They're the moments KINGSTONE lives for. Back of B, it's all relying on him, and he delivers in what is essentially the 1v2.
What a terrifying round. You know Furia are feeling the pressure just by how they started it. That rush on B short with the MP9s, the money not there, the momentum out of pocket, and still they throw themselves into fights. Sets KINGSTONE up excellently to shut down that round, and now we have an overtime on the line. A half buy for OG, playing for the 16-14. Furia just trying to keep on gaming. And there's the rifle gone. Huge opening kill. Only 2 armored players to pick that one back up. As Furia slow and steady drop the numbers of OG. Nice to see Safe at the front of a fight. His first opening kill in the entire map. And what will that do? But send OG back into this B site, however, without a single flashbang. They are dead meat.
Considering Safe's meant to be this flashy, you know, aggressive AWPer, that being his first opening fight's not ideal, but if he can swap it around, if this can be the start of something new, maybe there's a chance for the Furious squad. This AK attempts the cross, Flames trades it, still contained, still controlled.
Oh
misses the timing, but does catch the bomb on the back of Nexa. Fury are looking good here to find this up against the low investment. Fiku. Oh, this is weird, but KINGSTONE on the barrels, ready for it.
Okay.
Flames, there's one, but the end of the line, it's the full 30 rounds needed.
Would you want anything less? Anything less? Surely not. No matter who you're rooting for. This is entertainment right here.
Furia, a team that has been known to crumble on the big stages under the pressure, under the lights, when it really matters most. Well, here, in round 30, they've got to take it the distance. All this cannot be for naught. To be one round away from OT, only to have it turn sour and then drop 0-2 at 1 and 2, staring elimination, dead in the face. Not what you want. Not what you want at the first major in Brazil. OG doing everything in their power to finally get this one over the line.
More aggression, of course. The essence of art. The short water take, but OG will not wait. They will go straight into that light, straight into that site. The flash, it blinds everyone. Flames doesn't know where to look. Dropping KINGSTONE, the crossfire to crush it. 5 on 3. Irrefutable odds for Furious favor, and they find more galore. 5 on 2. Overtime, rears its head again. And Fiku could do nothing but die.
Look at this, they fed him one, they fed him the first, but it's a long way to go. The road to Rio, it's paved in danger here for Fiku. Furia looking for overtime, just 1 kill away from it. And it's KINGSTONE, it's Yuri, the two top performers, the two big boys to have got them to this point. It's an admirable attempt here, Fiku. Waiting around, still a man of faith in his ability to make it happen. But that molly, the knowledge, it all seals the deal. All that's left to do is die here for Fiku. 1 kill to his name, moving on in at 15 seconds as he tries to get out, but Yuri locks him out of it, and Furia taking us to overtime, bringing it back. CT side turnaround, great stuff from KINGSTONE and Yuri to make this happen. Let's see if they can do it in OT.
I've seen like more solutions, like basically overall the knowledge of the game, like the way they see the game, kinda, how they can react, like what they see, like basically whole world changes, like when you talk with like player like Nexa, basically, because there is no matter what situation on the map, I feel like if I want a solution, like the best solution for on the map, and I show Nexa the situation, he always basically says that probably perfect decision I can make. So it's like insane.
Hey Future Pros! Today I thought I'd teach you all how to do the famous quad boost on Overpass. To execute this boost, you must have 5 Future Pros and 1 AWP. Future Pro number 1, you have the easy job. All you have to do is run and stand in this spot. Future Pro number 2, you will have to jump onto the head of Future Pro 1 by jumping from the railing. Future Pro number 3. Now that Future Pro 2 is nice and situated, you can now jump onto their head by also jumping from the railing. This is higher than 2 people, so you'll be sliding when you jump onto their heads. Make sure you are sliding into the wall and try not to slip off. Future Pro number 4. Your job is to get Future Pro 5 on top of everybody else's head. You need to crouch down and let Future Pro 5, FP5, hop onto your head and get in their spot. Lucky Future Pro number 5. You actually get to shoot something. Hop on top of your teammate's head and you should easily be able to jump on top of everybody else's. You will also be sliding when up there, but you should be able to make it around the corner while sliding into the wall. Now you'll have a clear vision to a few spots on B, so take your time and place your shot. Happy boosting.
Listen to them sing. They're believing the Furia can turn this around. They had to streak together 3 right at the end to pull this one into overtime. It didn't feel doable. Dexter was having a field day. Fiku and Neofrag giving us some fantastic moments, and yet still, Furia have held on. They've stayed afloat in this one. They've kept treading water, but now someone's got to break away from the pack. Someone has to put this game away. And as we head into OT, this is where the real madness starts.
A game deserving of the loudest of crowds and the biggest of stages, and we are only on day 2 of challenges, Harry. If Furia want to survive the storm, they've got to stand tall here and now. Nexa walks the smoke. B short taken for a moment, but that spam from the site does go in hard. 14 health the difference. Was that Molly fades? That player at the top can come right down. Art takes his kill. There's a second one on a platter. He is in no hurry to splatter more blood on this B short area. In fact, he's the one getting trapped right now. Neofrag, does he want to finish the job or start something new? Rooted all the way round through A. Flames will pick a man off the boost. We've seen this round before. Neofrag on that solo topside lurk. The drop has closed that door. Rotating back up from the CT spawn has left B an open chasm, an open gate. But they're resetting for A. Leaving Nexa in the get right position. It's him v Art in the late round, as OG, with barely enough time to breathe, have to clear dead angles into A. They have to get past the orb.
And it's a real change of pace out of OG. Is this from their newfound freedom, or is this desperation? Safe up close, traded after the first. It's a convincing kill from Dexter. And Nexa's even found Keserato over at short.
Backstab.
Trying to move in, but Dexter's holding it. No, no, no. He's locked him out. Drop left in this one, 1v3. Up towards the dumpster. They're looking right at him. Neofrag is just ready to swing. At a moment's notice, he's here and fighting. And he'll take that one away.
That's a massive round for Nexa. You could see he made that call. The second he killed that B-shot aggression, he immediately told his 2 teammates to turn around and check that connector. It was Art who got the opener there in the first place. They knew exactly where he was coming from. He hadn't moved a muscle. They bypassed him, but they did not forget. Great turnaround for OG to make sure that backstab did not cost them the round. If Art could drop the bomb on the site there, that was going to be it for Furia.
First in OT goes the way of OG, man. Furia still a bit of work cut out for them. This Orpa Dexter leads the charge, wanting to strike first. Had a great spawn for a mid-fight, but no one here for Furia just yet. Instead, if we're going to get this clash of the AWPs, it's going to be at long.
Save crouch to dodge a flashbang.
He can't see anything. Flash goes over.
Well. There it is.
But he is going to nail the shot.
That's a nice way of covering yourself. Dexter couldn't see him, and he's been at the front of these opening fights. Safe has only got his first just a couple of rounds ago. He's kept it going. Second opening duel one in the map. Safe finds the point man of OG, the heavy hitter. But they still want to work it. Safe's repositioned. Move back through the toilets, divide aside. And Conquer on his mind. He slams it down to Neofrag as well.
Again?
There's a third. Bomb at his feet. Safe is here, and Art's moved up to help out as well. It's a molly push. It's desperation. And there's no time to save this round. Furia edge it out. Even Stevens, 5 alive.
Lovely from Safe. Lovely, right? What a snowbally round for this guy. It all starts over at long. An immediate rerouting, changes his path, diverts through the toilets, wanting to fight every step of the way, and wins all 3 of them. That's the Safe that we've been missing out on.
Yeah, OG, they had so much success on this B site in regulation. I'd love to see them go back to it. That's how they avoid Safe. That's how they put this all out of the picture. OG won it once more. They leave Neofrag on his BS. Lurking and working that A site while the rest of OG go quiet outside Monster.
You know, these were the real kind of staple rounds for OG in this. Flash over the top, a pacing that Furia just aren't ready for. KINGSTONE only takes one of the grave with him. Here's the rest of the gang moving in. Yuri holds the line, denies the play in a B, and Art's already up short from the connector. OG don't like what they've seen. They're out of there, and I think this decision, this is going to keep the round in play at least. A man down, sure, but now they've got options in the 3v4. He's reloading. He's seen this, and he's going to go hunting. Flushes Art out of the round, and OG are able to reset themselves now and run it back again.
I love the re-aggression for Furia, though. They move right back into the bomb site. They want to clear this. They want to be absolutely certain if they are going to rotate out. This bomb is going A, Harry. This is a 2-man fake while Fiku tries to win it on his own, and Dexter's got that entry. Will this draw Safe out of the site? It certainly looks like it. Fiku is pulling wool over the eyes of Furia, blinded by the light. OG have A.
It's insane. As if you've hit them with the you go B, I'll take bomb A and a major. Safe start with Dexter short. It's 1 kill in the right direction, but now you hear that bomb going down on A and you don't quite believe what they've just done to you. Furia, they need this now. They need the revenge.
2 smokes.
They've got that going their way at least. That's for the bomb. That's for a little bit later. Now they move in, looking for these opening fights. They can't see a thing just yet. Both players back towards toilets and short. The bomb planted for them. Drop with a tap. Gonna bait a peek out of OG. Clean from Safe for the first. Spam for Neofrag. He waits till he's out of ammo.
He's
and now drops on the bomb. The stick. Is he gonna get it? Oh, drop!
Robbed! Absolutely robbed!
Pulls off Steel! And the crowd just erupts!
Sound those horns!
They can't believe it!
Sound those alarms! OG need help! That is one hell of a stolen round there. After OG completely faked them out.
Well, there's one way. If there's one way to get revenge, for them doing that strat to you, for them pulling that on you, it's by just sticking the bomb, taking the round away.
With all the clutches Fiku pulled out in regulation as well. And he loses them like that. Poor Neofrag. Swap of the halves, back to CT side. It's been a long time. And if you remember, Reg, you remember these B hits for Furia often undefended by OG. Not the case today. Dexter wants to throw himself into the engagement. Pushed all the way through. Headshot angle, and he misses that chance. KINGSTONE gets a spot. Oh, he commits, and Dexter, a missed shot.
Hang on.
Oh, the triple boost! And Nexus all almost there in time. Trades the kill to bare minimum, but they've weakened the defense. They split them apart, and now Furia want to go.
Oh, Fiku's trying to make a play. Trying is the operative word. Kasave's locked them both out of the round, and that's Furia now running into B. KINGSTONE nail in the coffin. And just NeoFrag left.
It's a quick flank.
That's been this guy's whole damn thing. He's gonna need to be cleaner than ever now. 1v3 on the wrap. Fast on the approach.
Good timing.
Timing found. They are holding for it.
Ooh.
First fight one. Drop out of the round, but Yuri's
It's
wrapping
done.
in. KINGSTONE holding
It's
through
done.
inside of the site, and that's 18. Furia match point in OT. Oh, are you not entertained?
I certainly am. But Furia can't celebrate yet. One more round to do it. On the rougher half of 2. But they did it in reg. 7 straight rounds on T side is nothing to turn your nose up at. And Safe has truly come alive. He was bottom of the server for the longest time. Now saving the day. Triple nade. Bye-bye, Fiku.
Airstrike. Goodbye. And now Art in at the front. The mad scientist.
He's lost his gun.
He doesn't know where it's gone. He's been able to get his hands back on one, but inside of the smoke, Flames is right here. Nade goes back the other way, but still Furious sit with the advantage. KINGSTONE up in the air and out of the round is Nexa. 4 versus 3. Furia, they can feel it.
And still no hurry. This is your chance. Make the damn most of it. 4 on 2. A trade or a lineup. The spray of the effect. He looks away. And KINGSTONE, a red carpet of the blood of OG. They will walk it. 2-1 in the challenger stage. Furia, hold on. Make some damn noise.
That's resilience right there. That's Brazilians right there. That's Furia 2-1, baby. Heads held high, taking it back in OT, and looking damn good while they do it.